found that a lot of times these children are getting more and more attention than they would in a two-parent home, because the single parent is very conscious of the fact that it's one person doing the entire job. So they rely on teamwork, cooperation. They incorporate the child in the family unit.
The whole theory of the rush hour cook is that I am possibly the most non-domestic woman in the country.
And there's probably a couple others out there.
Yeah, and you put me in the kitchen, things don't actually go according to plan. So what I tried to do was come up with recipes that were absolutely foolproof. They use ingredients that you can actually pronounce.
I like those.
They don't require a scavenger hunt in the supermarket.
You gotta go to 5 different markets to find the different spices and the right mushrooms and the right lettuce and things like that.
Exactly, and the ingredient list is always shorter than the instructions. So real food for real families that can be made, children can help, and everybody can get involved in making the best food choices.
Okay, today we're going to do some, I guess, some kid-friendly snacks when they're coming home from school, things that they can do and easy for moms and even dads to do as well, right?
Exactly. Sam actually is going to show us and be working on some cracker stackers here. Very simple snack that she makes after school. And this just shows how healthy your
I think as we go
be.
forward as a society, one of the key things we need to truly do is begin to understand the single-parent family is here to stay. We tried to excuse this as a phase. We did our efforts to return to the two-parent homes. What we've seen is people are still divorcing, people are still separating, and obviously people change, and they aren't going to stay together.
3 years ago, I lost my only brother. He was out hunting and actually was stung in his temple by a bee and suffered an anaphylactic shock reaction. So within minutes he went unconscious, and within the hour he was pronounced dead. And this was a man who was vital, he was healthy, he was an amateur athlete, 200 pounds. And just in the split second, our worlds changed forever as we faced that tragedy. And that was really where this book came about. I went and I looked for resources to help me. I just wanted to curl up and find a way to put order back into my world. And there weren't any for those facing tragedy. Everything that existed was for those people who were living with terminal illness.
With totes, when you're looking at these, really what you want to remember is the more detailed your inventory, the better. So take a piece of notebook paper. When you pack these up, list out each item that's in the tote, put that in a little plastic protector, and just tape it right to the surface. That way you won't have any questions or waste any time looking for something. For example, let's say you have clothes in here. You could label the size, whose clothes they are. You know, a lot of times, too, we store these things away because we're not using them right now. We may never use them. If we have a quick inventory list, we can also grab a tote and take it to Goodwill or our local charity when the time comes, too, that we just want to get rid of the clutter altogether.
Introduce you to Brook Noel, who has just a great idea for a cookbook. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
This book right here is called The Rush Hour Cook Presents Weekly Wonders. Now, she's the Rush Hour Cook, and the Weekly Wonders are all inside the book. $16, and you're getting everything that you would want. Great, easy recipes for kids I'll have you talking about in a minute. But what I really love about this is the weekly, monthly menus that are in here.
Yes, what I did was I designed basically a whole cooking system where you can go through, choose a menu you like, go to that chapter, and then you're getting the full shopping list. And there's almost 5 months worth of shopping lists here.
In fact, if I go, I have one here. Let me find the shopping list for it.
They're right at the end of each chapter.
Right at the end.
So like,
there you go, you got one.
there's week 18, and it's arranged the same way that your grocery store is.
Sure, produce is all together, breads is all together, canned goods all together, pantry and spices. It's really a nice idea. You can just check them off as you get them, or make a copy if you have a little copying machine or something. Make a copy of what you need, and it's really easy. What's the food like on in here? What kind of foods have you put in here for us?
Well, really what I was aiming to do, I'm a wife, mother, work full-time, very busy. I wanted to get food that was family-friendly. I truly found that our family was just not sitting down and connecting and really enjoying a family dinner hour, and I have the world's pickiest 8-year-old daughter. So what I looked for were foods that she would eat, friends would eat, coworkers, my husband, and I put all those in here. Quick, easy, cost-effective, convenient recipes, utilizing ingredients that you would probably have right in your own kitchen.
You know what I like? You were telling me something, too, about you have a little icons in here that you can actually stop the recipe halfway, pull the kids' part out, and then move on.
Right. Well, you know, mom and dad and child don't always like the same food, so we have this little icon here, and basically that lets you know that at some point you're going to be adding maybe onions, garlic, vegetables, so you reserve a portion of the meal for your child, and then you go ahead and you customize it and add the spices.
So it really is a great starting point, but I can go any way I wanted to go. Now, there are the sloppy joes that we just cooked over here in our one-time only, which, by the way, is still available at the $32 price level. It's at the end of the hour that it goes up, so take advantage of it. Well, take me on a tour of some of these things that are on here. Now, first of all, I have a smoothie here. You have a lot of smoothie recipes in here, don't you?
Yes, we do. I actually have an entire chapter devoted to smoothies. It's such a great balanced breakfast. You know, we have back to school coming, and here's a great way to do something different than cereal. You can add some protein powder, get high in protein.
That is a great smoothie.
Great start for the day. I love that. I have that every morning. In fact, in here there's a signature rush hour smoothie recipe, and that's what I love to have every morning.
What's this good-looking stuff?
This is a chapter or a recipe from the chapter on desserts. Real basic. Again, people always think of dessert as so complicated. Vanilla pudding base with some fresh fruit, whipped cream, much healthier than conventional ice cream.
Let me tell you, it's very tasty.
And wouldn't that work great for a nice little dinner for two?
Look at that.
Nice and fancy.
Nice and creamy, too. That's excellent.
And there's a whole chapter featuring these simple, easy desserts. So you can add those on to the menus that you choose.
Now, is this a whole menu right here?
This here, we have the marinated flank steak, and that
Use your Cajun injector, folks.
There you go.
Use
There you
your
go.
Cajun
Perfect
injector,
for
get
it.
that going.
Real basic marinade, 5 ingredients, served with corn on the cob. This here is actually from another part of the weekly menu.
That looks good. Pasta side dish?
Chicken ricotta pasta bake, has mozzarella cheese, ricotta cheese, and some sun-dried tomatoes to give it a nice sweet flavoring.
Cute idea. She shows you how to cut a potato to put the filling in.
Yeah, we have a
that's
baked
a great
potato
idea.
bonanza.
Look at that, all the good toppings that you want to put in there.
Yeah.
What's down in front there? That looks good. The rice and the carrots and the peas and the onions.
Yeah, that's our twice as nice veggie rice. And again, that's one where we have the icon for the children.
So you pull out the onions and stuff?
Yeah, pull out a little bit of rice here. Often serve that with the meat.
Fajitas?
Great fajita recipe. Really quick. It's actually all made in the microwave oven.
I see chicken and beef there, so you got both going.
Yep, heat that up quick in the mic.
In fact, if you take a close look, those are the American Heart Association steak burgers that are coming up in just a moment. We just sliced them and put them in a fajita. Really nice. Look at that. Oh, look at all the beef dishes in there. Look at all the things you have. I mean, it's so many different good ideas.
I really tried to do a wide variety that would really allow you to connect.
My daughter would love these.
Yeah, the ground beef pita pizzas. And again, great to customize. Depending on what each person likes for their toppings, you can arrange or add and customize.
Now, all of these, you call it the Rush Hour Cook. Have you found that your recipes actually are much faster?
Yes. Yes.
That you're saving a lot of time in the kitchen?
Yes. I could not cook a family dinner if I was not able to do it quickly, efficiently, easily. So we're looking at 15 minutes prep, then your bake time.
Yep.
But again, the whole thing is having a system. Then you're not fumbling. What's for dinner tonight?
Now, one of the things I like here, what we were just showing you really, she has all these different approaches to things. For instance, if somebody just gave you some beef, all right, there's a whole thing of beef dishes right there. Or maybe there was a sale on pasta in the store and you pick up pasta. You just go to that area in the back here. There are marinades that you can find. There's sandwiches. If you just want to have soup and sandwich for dinner, just some great ideas for quick ideas. Chicken ideas, really easy for chicken dishes and things like that, so you can go up in the back. But it's the shopping list that really get me. Right here, here's the shopping. Here's chicken and cheese enchiladas, and the shopping list for all of that, that's week 16. How many weeks do you give us, by the way?
There's 19 weeks.
19 weeks. Look, there's the shopping list. Easy for you to go, and that's for the week. So if you do that, you have food for a week, dinner for a week.
Yeah, I mean, basically for the cost of a takeout pizza, you're getting a whole approach that can give you homemade meals for 5 months on your table.
If you're like Brooke or me, we're busy people. Terrific little tool for the busy mom. And you know school's starting in September. It's going to get even busier. So give yourself the time, but make some good things for your family. Thanks, Brooke.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. That vanilla pudding is terrific.